Hello. Welcome to the Kiss Limelight with my arch enemy, Honeysmack, who's just told me his breath smells like...
I hope it doesn't.
I hope it doesn't either.
So if I'm your arch enemy, you're my arch...
Uncle.
No. Uncle, yeah, exactly.
I'm with Honeysmack, a.k.a. David Haverfeld, and we're going to have a bit of a chat.
Okay.
I just want to tell people we have known each other for far too long, and we have a repartee that is...
My English is not that good. What's a repartee?
I think it's French for speaking shit.
Well, then we're experts at it.
But I really am very excited to be with David because we do have had a very long, loving relationship. I think, is it love?
It is, but you don't look into my eyes when we kiss anymore.
Well, we went past that stage, and I think your wife made sure that stopped. But David is someone I do dearly love and have. Just been involved in your career right from the start, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's probably very true. That's a serious side of the interview now. So that's quite serious, Tim. You have been a great supporter all the time. So when you ask me to do these things, I am obliged. It's like, all the time and energy you have given me, to do this for 5 minutes is the least I could do, right?
Well, I really appreciate that you think that way because
I've got to move the car. You wait here.
The pizza will be delivered shortly too, so don't worry. Okay. No, look, I'm going to be nostalgic and silly and all those things because I'm allowed to. It's my radio station. It's my show.
That's why I dress formally too, right?
Thank you for doing that. But David and I go back to the mid-90s. And David had a show with Rude Boy.
Yeah, well, I had a show by myself first, right. And then you were looking to, I got to be politically correct here, don't I? Then I joined forces with Jason and Terence because we were part of the same crew, and it was just easier to do it with a couple of us at the same time.
Because we were really short on spots on them because Kiss was going OFF. But you were Speedball first.
Well, for a very, very small period of time.
And why did you decide not to be Speedball anymore?
That's a good... Because I was writing for Impress. I was doing record reviews. And I for some reason, I was given all the hardcore gabba, and I would just be easy for me to DJ that stuff. So that's why it was Speedball. But as I started Smelly Records and really doing the acid, house and techno thing, I thought Speedball didn't fit. The moniker didn't fit the style of music. So I wrote this amazing article as to why I'm no longer, Speedball in my own head, thinking that, everyone will really be really worried, like who gives a shit, and that's why I did an EP called the Honeysmack EP, and I thought to adapt that name as an artist name.
Okay. And Smelly Records, so we'll get to all that. But so, David, what
Yes,
I mean?
Tim. Yes, Tim, I'm right here.
You.
Sit down.
Oh, well, I wish I could. I mean, I should have brought the couch out. And unfortunately, we want to get you playing because that's the most important thing. But there is so much reminiscing, and probably we can't go over it all in this immediate time. But you came on to Kiss, and because we're bouncing off recollections here, did initially your own show. I remember. So I took over running Kiss after a few other people were running it, and I don't think they knew how to handle you, and you had to bail yourselves up in the studio to do your show, and they wanted to break in basically and stop you.
Yeah, we had to barricade the doors, literally, because people knew where the offices were or where the station was. This was around...
Grey Street?
It was Grey Street, and before that was in Collins, and before that was off Chapel Street as well.
Yes, the original one was Chapel Street, yes. Remember? But I think you were bailing yourselves up in either Collins Street or Grey Street.
Yeah, definitely. By Grey Street, definitely I remember. We had people come and steal all the toilet paper because they couldn't get in. So they stole anything that wasn't bolted down. And we were giving away like free, I think we're giving like jars of farts or something like that. And people wanted our farts. It was, you know.
Oh, look, I remember particularly, and it's funny because we've just had Tylenol come up in the conversation as far as supposedly it causes autism, which we know it doesn't. But there was a bad batch of Tylenol at that time that you got on air and were saying, I have Tylenol, and Paul Woz, who was answering the phone at KISS, was getting all these phone calls because of you, because people wanted the bad batch of Tylenol. Do you remember that?
No, I do not recall. I do not recall. No, I don't actually remember at all.
No, I can swear by it. That's what you did.
What's Tylenol? Is Tylenol like a $100?
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. Look, I'll trust you.
But, I mean, that's where our relationship began.
With Tylenol. Okay.
Well, it began before.
Now you need a Tylenol to stand up and keep speaking to me.
I'm doing okay, aren't I? Am I doing okay, please? Thank you. Yeah. So it's a long and endearing relationship, and I've wanted you to get here on the KISS Limelight because the KISS Limelight is all about profiling people, whether they be someone of your stature.
Well, yeah, not very.
Or whatever, and I have a lot of respect for you. So look, we're going to go through the half hour, and then you're going to do your thing. Your son Raphael, what's his DJ producer name?
His artist name is RGH, which is his initials.
He's going to be joining you, but before then, we're going to play a couple of tracks that are seminal. I love that word. Do you love seminal?
What does that mean? Again, my English is not very good. Seminal means...
Well, I think it comes from semen.
No.
Yes, it does. Seminal because it's... No. If you want to be in the toilet, you can do that sort of stuff in the toilet. But I think seminal comes from semen, which means you planted the whole thing and it's from where you came from. But...
I'm glad your English is better than mine. I mean... I only spent half my life.
I'm already losing track where I'm going here.
But okay. But anyway, so what you're saying is I got some old tracks that young people want to...
So we asked you to come and play 2 or 3 tracks that either are yours, that were part of your business, or were ones that, thank you, Paul, I know what I'm doing, that were ones that became part of your career. And you've chosen one. So what is it?
I don't know. I have to have a look. I've just got Walk on Acid queued here. So that was, I guess, one of the tracks that made me mildly popular.
Now, should I talk to you about that first or after? Because I know a bit of a story about that. Let's play it.
Video stream.
Yes, if you're listening, you can watch it as well. Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram. Walk On By. Originally, Dionne Warwick sang it by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Now, I remember a story because when you first released this, Kiss was the first station in the world to play it. And I remember Burt Bacharach came to Melbourne and he was staying at what was the Hilton, which is now the Pullman. Yes, and you got to meet him. Tell us tell us the story.
I tried to meet him because I sampled him, and when the track was released, I got a 50% songwriting royalty from Warner, which is Burt Bacharach and Hal David, who are the original owners of the song. And when MDS or Dan Snap Mushroom were releasing it, they were saying, "Oh, we have to give all the royalties to Burt Bacharach and Hal David." And I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know what that meant." So the day they were about to release it, they said, "Great news! He's giving you 50%." So technically, that means that I am at that stage. I think I was the only Australian to share a songwriting royalty with Burt Bacharach and Hal David. So this song is written by Bacharach, David, and Raphael. No, seriously.
No, I know.
I tried to meet him. I tried to take him a CD. This was a few years after this came out, and deliver it to him. But of course, I was just a nobody. I didn't get to meet him.
So many people. I mean, when we announced we were going to have you on, people were going playing Walk On By. So it made a huge impact. We'll keep moving because we want to get you on. Pick another track, but before we get there, we'll get to the track. Now, the thing about David is, Honeysmack, is he is a PhD in electronic music. And as far as I know, certainly the first one in Australia, because I think Mike Callender is also. But I'm interested to understand, David, why you decided to undertake a PhD in electronic music all those years ago, and where you thought you'd end up with it. What tell me.
It's not an interesting story. It's actually an anticlimactic story. I only did a PhD because I was teaching at universities, and you had to have a higher qualification than the people you were teaching. So it wasn't common to find someone with a PhD in how to make acid techno bangers. No, it's true. I wish I was part of the joke, but it's not. And so I did this PhD part-time whilst I was teaching at universities. You know, the irony is I get the PhD, and guess what? I no longer work at universities.
But, I mean, I'm interested in how you pitched it, because it was thesis-based?
So no, it's practice-led. So quite simply, my PhD in a nutshell is what I've been doing for the last 30 years as a live improviser, and how the collision of performing and studio practices come together to make acid techno. So how it comes about is that when you do a PhD, you try and find a supervisor who's sympathetic to what you're doing. And I was ringing around, lots of universities, and I finally found this gentleman, Thomas Reiner at Monash. And just talking to him, and to get these senior academics to get their time is hard enough, and I somehow captivated him. And then he says to me, so what do you perform under? And I said, Honeysmack. He goes, I saw your Revolver at this date. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay, so he actually knows, and the rest is history. All
right, let's play another track and tell me why. And then I want to come back and talk a little bit more about the PhD, etc., and then we'll go to the mix. But what do you got here now?
I'm just going to play something kind of more recent from Awesome Soundwave, which is a Mastercraft remix of Entity.
That's not it. Awesome Soundwave.
I don't know how to use these new turntables. Hang on.
Well, you don't use them anymore because you're live. You're improvisation. You're dynamic.
I'm electric.
Oh, well, there you go. That's a Honeysmack edit of that track.
Well, yeah, that's right. Everyone does edits these days.
And I know you're a big fan of how everyone now stares at the DJs. That's awesome, isn't it? Because when we were DJing, and you haven't, so I can't. It's starting to come back. The improvisation thing. You were one of the first to do that. So when you did your PhD, did you pitch the fact that you were going to be impro and? Was that? I mean, yeah, you said dirty acid, whatever sound, blah blah. But what the whole was it to be an improvisational thing? Because that's what you do now. You started out as a DJ, and then this became what you did. You got a PhD.
Well, I was only a DJ because I never wanted to be a DJ. No, it's just I never wanted to be a DJ. I thought it didn't
Naff.
Didn't challenge me. I wanted to make music in front of people. So part of doing the PhD, I realised that what I was doing is improvising, but I thought improvisation was a term for elitist jazz musicians. Little did I realise, actually, what I'm doing is completely improvising. So that's why I can justify a PhD, because it's, electronic dance music and performance is a growing area in academia. There is stuff on DJing, and Mike Callender did one on DJing a little after me. So yeah, that's so I learned more about what I do, but I just listen. I just want to make bangers.
Yeah, well, you
PhD to make bangers, okay?
Bangers and mash. Now, but was the improvisation thing? I mean, I know you started out with a 303, correct?
A 303 and a 909.
Okay, so you started out with that, and then you started adding stuff, and then, I mean, what was the journey to learn how to put this stuff together, to use it in an improvisational sense?
I was always an improviser because I'm not traditionally trained, so I don't understand pitch. I can't play any form of, traditional musical instrument. So this becomes my instrument.
But the whole concept, I mean, it was something you came up with, really. I mean, in that sense, wasn't it? No. I mean, you had people, where am I looking? Over here, Richie Horton and people doing sort of kind of improvisational stuff. But as far as I know, I mean, you were one of the first, if not the first, that actually got all the gear together and started putting it together to improvise.
I don't know if I'm the first.
No, but...
Well, it's... this tradition goes back to people like Eno and
yes.
So, the early electronic dance music was opportunistic bedroom producers trying to make disco, but they didn't have the access to studios and musicians, so they were doing it with rather rudimentary gear that was being poo-pooed by real musicians, and that's how we get house music and techno. Yeah. So I guess I was doing the same thing without kind of realising it, and I was either stupid enough or smart enough, whichever way you want to view it, that I didn't throw gear out, and we couldn't afford computers, and computers they weren't, affordable to make music with at all. These days it's, of course, everyone's got a computer, and
Logic or Ableton.
Exactly. So, but I just enjoy the interaction with the instrument itself. So I see all these boxes as a module in my instrument, and that's kind of what my PhD is based on. And I like the interaction with the knobs and the gear.
So how often does your instrument change? Because I know Roland just released a new thing. So are you adapting to new parts, like new strings to your instrument?
I just thought of this setup literally almost 15 minutes before I came. So there's no rehearsing.
No, I get that.
So, and part of it is part of the preparation is, okay, so what am I going to use? And the different bits of gear just provide a different flow or different direction that this can take. But
I've heard you play before, and there's been samples you've used from commonly known tracks. So are they
common?
very? No, but I mean, no, you're not. You're not. But I mean, I know you throw in stuff.
Don't get upset.
I'm not, but I know you throw in stuff.
Yes, I do.
That's relatable, that pop culture would know, and then you're so into the sounds of your machines. I'm interested, just because I'm a wanker, interested in the process of why and when that you decide to do that. Do you walk in at all and go, I know I've got that there, I'm going to do that, or you really walk in and have no idea?
I really walk in and I have no idea. So I have, some of these machines have predetermined, or I've written, say, patterns, but they're not used in any prescriptive way. So the whole point of how I perform and compose, which is the same thing, is that I will collide, I will construct and deconstruct. And I have to listen very carefully to what I'm doing, because I either have to commit to it or pull it back. So it's about this kind of push-pull, construct, deconstruct, listen, and then either own it or get rid of it.
Right. And
this has turned into an academic lesson. So in our next module, we will also learn.
No, look, I get too cerebral at times, I know. But anyway, we've known each other for 35 years. It's been a wonderful journey.
I know. Is this it? Are you going?
This is the culmination. It's all over after this.
Are you going now?
No, but what we're going to do is introduce your son, Raphael, and we're going to hand over to you guys to play with the knobs. Raphael's obviously, I mean, I don't see you as a parent that wants,
You don't think I'm a good parent?
that wants, I mean, I know that it's come from him. How do you deal with that? And Raphael, will you come in? I mean, he's so into it, and you're obviously a very bad influence on him. Yes. But Raphael, how is it having a dad and growing up with that sort of stuff? Like, for you, were you fascinated from the start?
A little bit.
A little bit. But you obviously, you want to get your hands on it, don't you?
Definitely.
And how does that work with your father? Do you, does he let you play and then
Mostly play it all the time.
Yeah.
And
constantly playing? Yeah.
yeah, just in the studio together, just playing synthesizers, drum machines, all kinds of that.
He'll tell me what he wants to play. He'll tell me what he wants to play,
yeah.
And
Based on what you've heard from your father, though.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you'll say, "I want to do this." He'll help you do that. And then you'll go off and do your own thing.
Yeah, I do my own thing.
And so that's what you guys are going to do now?
yes, I'm going to play, and Raphael's going to play a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and he knows how to read, and we speak a language that he understands.
Yeah. That's awesome. I take my hat off to both of you. So on that note, I will get out of the way. Plug the microphone back in. I will let Honeysmack and Raphael and your producer DJ name is?
What's your artist name?
It's Rafael RGH on YouTube. I have 350 subscribers, so if you guys watching here on Kiss FM, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to Rafael RGH, subscribe to get me to 400 subscribers, and I'll appreciate that.
Well, I'm already. You've got me already, so that's another one.
There you go.
All right.
There's at least 25 people here, so they can.
Yeah.
Yes,
So without any further ado, we'll.
they can help me. They can help me.
All
All right. And thank you for wearing the Kiss gear, by the way. You look awesome in it. Without any further ado, I'm going to get out of the way and let these guys do what they do. Do you want to? I'll let you guys have the mic. Yeah, go for it.
So I'll hand it off to me and my dad. Thanks. And listen to Kiss FM tonight at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.